Famous for his peaceful and cooperative travels throughout Southeast Asia, the Indian Ocean, and beyond, Admiral Zheng He was a Chinese diplomat, explorer, and mariner under the Ming Dynasty. The ideals he personified during his expeditions, peace, cooperation, respect for one another, and cultural exchange, would probably be reflected in his speech to the Filipino people in Beijing today. This is what he could say. 1. Promote peace and friendship. Message. During my voyages, I sought not to conquer or dominate, but to build bridges of friendship and understanding. Let us remember that our shared history is one of cooperation and mutual respect, not conflict. Context. Zheng He's expeditions were known for their diplomatic and peaceful nature. He would likely encourage the Philippines and China to focus on their long history of trade and cultural exchange rather than current tensions. 2. Celebrate shared cultural heritage. Message. The Philippines and China have a rich history of cultural exchange. From trade to traditions, our peoples have influenced each other in profound ways. Let us cherish this shared heritage and build upon it. Context. Zheng He's voyages often involved exchanging goods, ideas, and cultures. He might highlight the historical ties between the two nations, such as the ancient trade routes that connected them. 3. Encourage maritime cooperation. Message. The seas that connect us are not barriers but pathways to collaboration. Let us work together to protect our shared waters, ensure safe passage for all, and harness the ocean's resources responsibly. Context. Zheng He was a master navigator who understood the importance of the seas. He would likely advocate for peaceful cooperation in the South China Sea, emphasizing joint efforts in environmental protection, disaster response, and sustainable resource management. 4. Foster economic and cultural exchange. Message. Trade and exchange have always been the lifeblood of our relationship. Let us strengthen our economic ties and deepen our cultural understanding for the benefit of both our peoples. Context. Zheng He's voyages were as much about trade as they were about diplomacy. He might encourage increased trade partnerships, tourism, and cultural exchanges between the Philippines and China. 5. Resolve disputes through dialogue. Message. Differences are inevitable, but they need not divide us. Let us resolve our disputes through dialogue and mutual respect, as I did with the many kingdoms I visited. Context. Zheng He was known for his diplomatic skills and ability to navigate complex relationships. He would likely advocate for peaceful negotiations to address territorial or political disagreements. 6. Emphasize mutual respect and equality. Message. In my journeys, I treated all peoples as equals, regardless of their size or power. Let us approach each other with the same respect and dignity. Context. Zheng He's interactions with foreign nations were marked by respect and humility. He would likely urge both sides to treat each other as equals in any negotiations or partnerships. 7. Highlight the importance of unity in diversity. Message. The world is vast and diverse, but we are all connected. Let us celebrate our differences and find strength in our shared humanity. Context. Zheng He's voyages brought him into contact with many cultures, religions, and peoples. He would likely emphasize the importance of unity and cooperation despite differences. 8. Inspire a vision for the future. Message. Just as I sailed into the unknown with a spirit of discovery, let us move forward together with courage and hope, building a future of peace and prosperity for generations to come. Context. Zheng He's expeditions were groundbreaking for their time. He might inspire both nations to look beyond current challenges and work toward a shared vision of progress and harmony. Final thought. Admiral Zheng He's legacy is one of peaceful exploration, cultural exchange, and diplomacy. If he were alive today, his message to the Filipino people would likely focus on these timeless principles, urging both nations to look beyond their differences and work together for a brighter, more collaborative future. His words would remind us that the seas that connect us are not meant to divide, but to unite.